What's up, guys? Saturday morning, get back on the landscaping. Trying to get the little patio, little seating area right here done today. Trying to get the trail done that we got going on. My wife's working on the little area in front of the berm over there. Trying to get that done. So that's pretty much the goals today. If we get anything else done, it would be a little extra. Got this garden kind of going so far. That's where I am on the little patio. Kind of moved this garden out a little bit, brought the trail out to kind of match the patio. I pushed that back a hair, so I brought this out. I like it a little better like that. Got some of the plants planted that we were supposed to get in the garden. Still got some of them though that I haven't found a good spot for them just yet. So that's how it's looking. That's where we are today. So I did get a nice surprise with the buffalo grass. It's already sprouting. 5 days after I threw it down on the ground, I noticed some sprouts coming up. Let's go take a look at it. Kind of see it poking up through the fabric already. So we'll have an update on that pretty soon, maybe next weekend. I'll take a better look at it, pull the fabric up. But this weekend, that's what we're working on. Got to get the trail in, got to get this patio done, get the garden soil that's left in the trailer out, throw it where it can. I think I'm gonna do kitty cushion. It's almost like mulch for the walkway. I don't know, that's just what I decided to go ahead and try. If it doesn't work, I'll change it to something else later, but I think it'd be pretty good here. I was thinking about doing pavers through here, throwing down some crushed granite, but the more I thought about it, I just wanted to do it like a natural looking walkway. So figured that kitty cushion, it's like $40 for a cubic yard. I think 1 cubic yard would do this whole trail. Get it done, see what it looks like. That's where we're at this weekend though, and we're gonna get started on it. Let's go. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Get these all lined up perfectly squared, perfectly level. Once I get that done, I can move on, get the sand down, get these pavers on there, get the rocks in here, go get the kitty cushion for the little pathway here, and we'll be on a roll. Check level and check measurements multiple times before you actually set it in. Front piece already got set in, so I'm going off of that. Now you could measure corner to corner, make sure it's perfectly square. It's not that serious to me. Going by my eye on the sides, you get your this at the same length as the front. Looks good to me. I'm gonna tap it in, tap some stakes in. Start off with 2 of them. Need another bag of stakes. don't have enough stakes, so I'm leaving a bigger gap than I would. And then later we'll go to Lowe's and get some more stakes and I'll finish it off. Perfect. Alright, still gonna go through, kick a little sand up under here. Jam a little sand with your fingers, smooth it out. This is how I do it. Get it all tight, packed down in there. Push down in here if you want. In between, smooth it back out. Alright. It's good to me. Let's go ahead and fully set in the stakes, spikes, whatever. Kind of grab it, pull upwards so you're not hitting it into the ground. When you set these fully in, you don't want to bang them hard because you'll start pushing your trim down. So you just want to get it to where it's touching the plastic. Alright guys, pretty much got my sides done. I haven't put the stakes in that one yet, but just wanted to point out the sides are quite a bit easier. Just had to put that on that end, line it up over here, mark it, cut it with the hand saw. But you don't even need to put a level on it because the whole yard slants this way, obviously for runoff. And just got to make it level with the one on the rear, level with the one on the front. Put a little sand under it. I actually used a little bit of actual native soil under there as well because this side was fairly high. I want to get some native soil under there to hold it a little more sturdy. This side was pretty good. Just worked a little bit of the sand down in there, marked it, cut it, leveled it with the front, leveled it with the rear. Get my stakes in, good to go. Alright guys, we got to change of plans on the walkway path. Instead of the kitty cushion, I went down there. I didn't like the way it looked. It's too blonde looking, so I got cedar mulch pretty much. Getting the plastic down, get the mulch, I'm all down on the path, and get the path done. And I know what everyone's thinking. How's it going to drain? It's going to hold water. I got it all sloping that way. It's going to run down, meet in the middle. As it gets further down, it gets closer to this garden, and it's going to go down that way. It might slightly pull up a little bit at the end of this walking path when it hits the yard, but it's pretty much going to flow out down the yard where it's supposed to. Pretty much got it graded that way. And I shouldn't have any issues with it pulling water or not draining. Bada bing, bada boom. So this piece was actually perfect. Because right here, it's leaving a little gap right here. I'll cover this fence area. And my wife just ran to the store to get a couple things. I meant to have her get a plastic trim piece to go under the gate, but I'll just get that later. It's not a big deal. Put a piece of plastic here with a trim piece. Right here, I'll go ahead and I'll use regular weed fabric. And because this is gonna run a little bit of water down to here, and the rest will run off that way. But whatever little bit does run through here, it will drain through the regular weed fabric, and that's how I did the walkway up the side of my driveway. I left the bottom area with regular weed fabric, and I haven't had any issues with that whatsoever. Never collected any water. Alright guys, got the plastic fully down and brought first 2 wheelbarrow fulls of the cypress mulch. There it is. I think it's looking pretty good. Like I said, it's only 2 wheelbarrows full. To me, I feel like it looks like pine straw, which is cool. I thought it was pine straw at the place when I first saw it. Guys, we got to document this. Came out, couldn't find the wheelbarrow. I was like, what's going on? My wife took it upon herself to go and get a load of cypress mulch. Can we believe it? I mean, it's a medium-sized load. I would have made it a little bigger, but hey, A for effort, right? All right, we're gonna do a few more loads and we'll check it out when it's done. Want to see if I can get this on film with it to show up, but as you can see, it slopes down and should have a positive drain on it out to the yard where it slopes towards the front lawn and out to the street. So it slopes down from up there, has a nice slope, and then I built in a more aggressive one to shoot it out. But that should be good. It does work for some odd reason. You could always adjust it. Hopefully we get the slope on that. I sent my wife to get another load of the mulch. I was like, shoot, now that I know you can do it, go get another load. And I'll stand out here and spread it out. Alright peeps, walking trail is complete. Got all the mulch in there. This is how the front half looks right now. Got to do something about the draining area, figure that out. I'm going to put some dirt up against it on this side to hide that. Tomorrow we're going to work on the seating area here, really digging the natural side quite a bit more than the side with the rocks on it over here. Not that it looks horrible, I just think that looks quite a bit better. That's what I wanted to go for in the first place, so we'll see how it works out. Might end up taking these rocks away at some point in time and just going kind of up to it with the mulch like that. But yeah, that's where we got today. Tomorrow we're also going to work on this area. I got the granite, crushed granite or whatever for this area, and see if we can knock that out. That kitty cushion, the lady made me go look at it before I got it, and I did not like the color of it. It was a really light kind of cream color. Definitely wouldn't have looked that great, but that's how that ended up looking. I think it looks nice. Almost reminds me of a natural forest floor, so I'm digging it. This is a never-ending project probably. All right, we'll get on it tomorrow. All right guys, it's Sunday. I already went to Lowe's, grabbed some medium-sized rock, river rock, do our dry creek bed area. Got the plastic down, got some decomposed granite I'm going to fill in a lot of the area with. Bring in some 1 big rock or 2 medium rocks, small rocks, and some really small rocks. See if we can't get this looking okay. And then over the weeks and months, I'll be messing with it to get it perfect. Right now I just kind of want to get it in. We are underway with getting the rocks down for the dry creek bed. Put some bigger rocks in here, medium ones, small ones, really small ones. Then I got some little tiny ones, the pea gravel. I want to maybe go in the direct center. Kind of second guessing the decomposed granite on this side actually. I don't know if it's going to mix with this, or I think the bigger little river rock will look better probably over there. But here's just a shot real quick of where I'm at on it, and trying to get it done so we can move on. Probably end up starting it over there at some point in time, coming from the little pond, just a little streak of it, almost like it's going under the patio, and then finishing off this way. Once I kind of just trying to get into place right now. and within the next couple weeks or even a month or whatever, a couple months, we could always change stuff around and get it to exactly how we want it to look. Right now I'm just kind of trying to get it done, but that's where I'm at. Gonna go ahead and stay with the original plan. Think that this crushed granite on both sides of this dry creek bed is gonna look like dirt. And then it's gonna contrast the river rock. So keep it like we planned. See how it goes. So far I'm liking it though. That's what it ended up looking like for now. Like I said, I got the really small pea gravel. I'm gonna run kind of down the center-ish, almost like it would be where the water is. But for now, moving on. If we could get the seating area done today, I'll be satisfied with this weekend's work. Alright, but that's what that's looking like now. Due to change, I'll change it up here and there. Pretty much just got to get those pavers out of there. Well, before I do any of that, I got to figure out how this thing's going to drain. I forgot to do that while I was making the frame. So somehow I'm going to have to come up with something every couple of feet in the front here to where water will drain out into here. Once I get that sorted out, it should go pretty fast. Take out the pavers, plastic down, pavers back. Then we'll get sand. Put sand where each paver is, pavers back on it. Once they're fairly level, put whatever we're gonna put in between it, which is probably gonna end up being the same white rock that I used for the hot tub area, pad, whatever you call it. And then the front of the pond here, probably use that same stuffer in here just to kind of bring it together, kind of bring that area into this area. Thought about doing it with just this cedar. I really wanted to keep the pathway its own little thing, contrasted against the little patio area. And hopefully we can knock out this new seating area today. That's our goal. Alright, we're gonna get that done and hopefully be back on later this evening. We'll wrap up the video and I'll be telling you that we got it done. Alright. Alright guys, there's what I'm gonna do for drainage. I went and I drilled a hole every, I don't know, 12 to 14 inches. And like I've done on a lot of my other projects, here in the front, I'm gonna use the weed fabric. Everywhere else I'll use plastic. Weed fabric in the front. A lot of the water will go out those holes. Whatever doesn't, we'll be able to drain through the weed fabric into the ground. So that's what I'm doing. Trying to get the sand as even as possible throughout the area. You have to use a lot more in the front than at the back, so hoping for the best. This is about all the sand I have. Get it semi-level, get the pavers down, get the cracks filled up. Most of it's plastic, front 5-6 inches. Get that good weed fabric down. Ready to go. Almost done with it. We have less than an hour to go. Hardest part on this is getting the rocks over there from the pile spraying all the dirt and crap off the tops of them. Get them put in here. I have the wife do that, then I get to sit there and watch her work. Alright, so there's where we are on the pad. We're getting it done. Almost done. A little bird bath trick. Took the top off. She's pouring the rocks in. She's spraying it down while I'm kind of working. I'm like I'm out there looking for gold. Dumping it, spraying them, dumping it. Works pretty good. Alright, let's see where we need some. Although I know they're a little off, they're a little slanted that way because this whole thing's slanted that way. I didn't want to push these underneath them and cause a void underneath them so they can maybe crack or something in the future. So I just left it as it is. It's good enough. Alright guys, there it is. All done and sprayed down. I was going to get some nice chairs off of Amazon, but I've been spending a lot of money on this, and in my cart they were 250 bucks, so thought about getting some cheap ones from Home Depot. And then when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? We have two little chairs sitting back in the backyard with a little table, so I'm just gonna use those for now. I'm gonna get those on there real quick. But that's what it came out looking like. Alright guys, pretty windy out, so I got the microphone. Got the patio done. Finally, getting late. We're tired, we're dirty, we're ready to get inside, get some dinner, watch some TV and rest. Got the walking trail done, got the little seating area done, and we got the dry creek bed done this weekend. So all in all, pretty productive weekend. I think we did pretty good. Next weekend, maybe we'll start on that garden. Definitely start planting some other plants around. Maybe we'll take a break, who knows. But that's it for today, guys. All right, later.